Where's my cake? Where's my mic? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Right, good morning, folks. Good evening, guys. Good day to everybody out there in the internet land that just wanting to learn about some geoengineering conditions that are going to fuel the floods in Chemstraya. Yielding me to say, get in your arcs. It's 10:44 a.m., as I said, 31st day, first month, 2023. Same old song and dance, Mount Isa, you're capping it around your radar. Mighty geometric there, not all round, circular. Nice wedges there. Wedgie, Kemi, Bami. Yeah, that's like a radar signature of the flower of death. That's the triple punch. I'll call that sometimes the paw, because it gets sting behind it in three bombs. Yeah, I got lots of little nicknames to myself for reading your sky. That's like when the plane goes by and it shoots that stuff. So we're going to be looking at some of the chem. If possible, and any of the beams are showing, I will point them out. Various ways of showing them. It says, watching this tendril here work its way between a couple known radar stations corridor. It's getting squeezed. It means it's been a dangerous line of storm occurring along here most of your day today. And it's all fueled with chem. I'm telling you this. I'm going to show you why I say that. And as I zoom toward the coast, this big square here is actually going to get worse as it leaves this radar field and it bumps into this one, which actually hems the chem back in toward it. You'll notice the pulse start doing that. It actually really turned this one. Watch. Nice clear image, huh? That thing is so blurry. If it was a windscreen, it would fail the safety check. But hey, nothing to see here when they're swallowing the streams that are going to kill the dreams later on with some really major moisture. So this dry riverbed area is now running, right? It's coming towards its predictable places. All right, so know that. Don't know about camping out down in here and acted surprised later on. Nobody warned me. Well, you should have listened to Robert. Nah, the government should just be honest with the Weather Service or remove the contract from those who are not and give it to those who are. And don't make it illegal to do weather forecasts if you're not the BOM. You know that, right? Yeah, there's certain ways you have to present information or it's against law. As soon as you charge money, you violate that. So you have to be very careful. That's why Higgins is on. He rather care about charging than caring about being honest. And here, Muddaborough, man, right around that stream, man, it's very, very heavy falls have just come through. Not really sure what the wind is doing yet. A bit of a doldrum. It's not too bad. Thank gosh. And more of a doldrum here as we head toward the Jericho line, the walls of Jericho, and they're using infrasound, and the wall comes crumbling down, or in this case, the A4. As they come for the A4 and that railroad track next to it, wipe out a couple key trestles, and you're going to need newness. You're going to have to build something back. You can't build back better than something that lasts 100 years, with something that lasts 10. It ain't building back better. That's just making somebody new money. Hey, why don't you drive pylons in and put the new bridge back in yourself? You guys got gumption. We'll do that. And yeah, you got some. The winds is really doing you guys a bit of a favor, but then again, it's not. It's kind of holding things in place. The breeze down the coast. Anything that meets this wind coming from west to east will spin, and it's evidenced here. That downforce had to happen. What do they do off coast here to hold that off? So I'm very curious about that. So I'm going to go back to the radar, see what's going on. Got a couple stragglers. Big blast out here, Lightning Ridge. Bzzz, getting fried. Australia style. That's all crinkly nipple. It's a moob, man. Great big moob. Just enough a gap where Chem Bomb has fueled the storm. I'm very surprised it even made it through that corridor. So let's have a look around here. And for my own sanity, I'll put some boundaries on for now, so I know where I'm at. Should be down here. Okay, near the curve. Hello. 6 times ahead. Well, it's only as sick as we make it. Right, there's the curve ahead, so that should put me right around here. Boom. Boom! See the chem bombs fueling the storms? It's not just microwaves doing this. You got chemical catalysts being deployed in a firework type manner. Dun, 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 you're getting pegged. Boom! Right in the old wazoo. The old wazoo, they're chem bombing you up. The old wazoo, if you don't believe me, look up, it's true. They're coming bombing you up. The old wazoo. Wazoos, man. Boom. Boom. Look at that one, eh? That's an explosion. That's an explosion, man. They're bombing you. Right there in front of your eyes. Look at the square. That's not naturally occurring cloud formation. They're gonna be fireworks. Boom. Center point. 3. Boom. Still there. Center point. Delta formation. Throws out more bombs. Going this way. Streamer in. Falling out. Drippy chemtrails. Drip, 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 drip. Tripping over all y'all. Boom! Look at this crap going over the coast here. Let's see where I am again. Port Mac, Nabucco Heads, in Pneumonia Harbor. Malays, breathing that shit. Bombing the waterfalls because they love you so much. Bomb, celebrating, blocking the sunlight every day. Killing the forest, killing the trees, fouling up the breeze. Bomb. Look at that, whatever's blatant. Boom. Come on, man. Even retarded Brian get this shit. You can remember blue skies maybe, but I dang sure never seen bow ties like this except on John Boy Walton when he went to class. Oh, Mr. Hart. And that thing. Look at that. It has chem bombs. Over the ocean, man. Over the ocean. Ooh. What do you think about that, surfers? Over here. You had good surfing conditions. However, your skin might be burning from chemical catalyst burns. Chemical burns, sulfur burns, that fucking hurts. If you ain't got no sunshine, your skin red raw, something happened. Did you dip yourself in the cauldron of Genghis Khan? No. Did a great white bite you? Maybe you tentacled by some box jellyfish, or is it possible you're having a chemical burn from sulfuric acid as it clings to your t-shirts and all your stuff that you just walk around with on your body and it dries off? If you don't get rid of those residues or the precursors of the acid, your own sweat will reactivate them. Yeah, I've always been recommended bicarbs or soda water to rinse off in. Bicarbs even in a spray bottle that you use to mist yourself to cool off. It could be a lifesaver. You'll get a bit of an ashy look. Don't be spraying no aluminum bicarbs on yourself. You would be being an idiot. Hey, look at the skull face. Throws a big breath. Destroyed. The abomination of it all. Australia now. Boom, 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 and plume you. They plumed you good. So good, so good, so good. Bloom no good. I'm gonna say it again. It's no good, no good, no good. Boom, boom, plumes is no good. Boom, boom, over the whale's head. Boom, over the sea turtle. Boom, over my seahorses, cause he did to bubble in an unhappy manner. That's the unhappy bubble. He's like a fart in the water, man. You're just like drinking sharts when it fall out of the sulfur goes in. It ain't all because of one volcano that happened a while ago when this shit is going on over your head every day and somehow something crossed the trans-equatorial boundary into the anus of Uranus until nobody understood the truth anymore. And when the truth became bad and bad became good, this whole world went, hee, motherfuckers. And well, I'm going to choose, Mother Nature. Who would you rather be? Mother Nature's son? Or not? Mother Nature's daughter? Or not? Do you want to see or not see? You make a choice. Not see or seer? You want to be a not seer or a seer? Well, I choose to see. And I see right here 5 deaths in a step same formation. And in a smiley face one here. And I'm not too happy to see as the chem bombs descend over an area. A predicted hardship. A predicted blight. A predicted potential death disaster. And a predicted in a way that hasn't fully warned the people that live here yet of the extent of what they're in for over the next 21 days. Go back 19 days and start singing that song. 40 days and 40 nights, how it rained, children. 40 days and 40 nights of toxic acid rain. Acid rain was against the law. They did stuff to stop it. And now they're adding chemicals to the sky that's bringing it back. It defoliated so much of the world. Look at the black stains on the buildings, and people say that things were melting, limestone thing, but really it was acids in the skies, in the black soot from our pollution. And as I look at the devilish 666 and the number of the beast praised before my eyes right here over the middle of Australia, I know we are in deep fucking shit. Deep fucking shit. And this storm is not to be taken lightly, Muba. It's going to race down that highway into that valley. Be very, very, very careful of your flash floods over here today, all along this line. Oh, man. Come on, spare bow. Oh, you're so far bound, you're looking all right, but you're going to have some water headed your way. Anything that rains on here is coming downhill on that highway is coming your way. Any bridge is going to turn into a waterfall along that way while these showers are coming through. This is extremely heavy downpours. Very, very heavy. Oh, come on. This show brought to you by Buster. Bust your balls. Right, it's 15 mils an hour falling in that stretch. But that one here is dropping you 5 centimeters nearly an hour if that thing camped out and stalled. So even 15 minutes of that could drop you over a centimeter of rain. You guys are in very, very deep shit here, Tweeds. You're in the middle of, I'll give you an absolute flash flood warning. Get off of here. If anybody watching here knows people here, call them now. You are the big shit. Stay off the road. Parking decks. Don't park in the bottom. Why, you go up in the air. You go up too, if you have to. Right? Keep those vehicles safe, people. So if you know a parking deck down here near the shore and you're down low, get up high. Get up high as quick as you can. Don't risk your life doing it, because those bottom basements are going to fill up very, very, very quickly. And watch out for crocs and shit in the city itself. Watch out. I see something. Look at this move here. This is going to go tornadic. Absolutely is. Look at the hook signature here and here and the tendrilizing. It's tendrilizing, man. If they cut that fucking string, man, that's going to smack here hard. That is a bad sell. Fucking hell. What's the lightning like? Should be harsh. When this storm, back into this storms gets in this valley, that's going to kick off. Oh, they got another right behind it. Let's look at the bombs. See how long this is going to last. Right here. Let's have a quick peek. There's a very dangerous situation unfolding along your Pacific Highway stretches on the middle of a day and a time of day where I think people might be heading back from dinner. Oh, man. It'll be rush hour for sure. If you call rush hour sitting still on the Bruce around Brisbane, yeah. And it's illegal to use your phone. That should be the one time you're allowed to. They could spy on you better. Yeah, I don't want to beam over that. Hey, how about the EMF protection reading off that necklace? That's gone, by the way. I've already got it in an envelope. Yeah, that really was nice to see. I've got a few more items I'll test later. The little things that have been sold. Add to a lot of people swear by. And I want to see the protective factor. I'll be like, yeah. I want to smile and say, wow, that's cool. Right, that's my object, is to see how good they work. Right, even here, this was taken right about an hour and 10 minutes ago. Right, look at the squares and the bombs right here. Right, I'm gonna do my best with this. Might have to get another 10-minute going. Right, I'm gonna jump forward 10 minutes. Boom. Got a lot of bombs going off in the cluster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And a chem bomb glowing off over here. over these towns here. I'll give you a few cities here for the nitty gritty. Right north of Lismar is right here. Lismar is right there where that is. I won't be keeping an eye on you. Ballin is right down here. You're actually in a corridor catching a break, but they got some bombs coming, so you're going to get yours in a little bit. They're making a storm here for you. Looks like an EMF line's pinning it. Hang on, let me run this faster. I'll read the low deck. Pow, pow, big bomb. There. They got a cooker down low. It's making a circle. It's making a circle down here of heated air. It's probably what's causing this curve. Now, bomb caused that. But the air in the low deck is moving. Bill Gates' logo right there. This storm brought to you, babe. And he funds the Chinese. This is This is a Chinese geoengineer method, by the way. This is not NATO. NATO's look different. At some point, I'll take you into the North Atlantic and over to North America, and I'll show you the difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I kind of consider this a check by China and Australia. That's why I'm so worried. All your supply lines are now cut. Be easy to do communications. Yeah, your stores are going to be very short stocked. You'll be compliant. Some of you. I'm very, very concerned. You are wide open for an invasion right now. Got no roads. What would you do to get from here to here? They could parachute in. And know what kind of vehicles to get over to sand with. I'm very concerned, actually. All you people worried about war somewhere else, and I see one country wide open they've been wanting for a while that's so debt-ridden. They could destroy all the records of everything. And nobody will ever know what the government did during COVID experience. They had to lie, cheat, and scam for their salesmen that they bitch for. What we call Big Pharma. Big Pharma. Yeah, Big Pharma, man, it does a lot of policies. And if this stuff makes you sick, Big Pharma has an asthma vaccine they want to test on you. And so if you cause the illness, it's all what they say is the cure. Isn't it something that the Joker would say at a Batman? And it's going on. I'm not joking. Well, you could put your bat signal in the air, get on your knees, and pray like the Knights Templar. But on Friday the 13th, they found out that sometimes their prayers run out. And it's time for some action to go behind those words. And then maybe God would help those that are helping themselves, rather than those that are helping themselves to our wallets. That's kind of what I think. Did you see the flower of death be made out here? Look. This is a continual, sustained something's on a platform going along, doing something very predictable. Just kim-bamming away. Kim-bam-being away. That's how bad you make your voice sound. English karaoke. Ooh, 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 ooh. We could Yoko this shit. Did you see the percussion ring this left off? This thing exploded and actually made a wake in front of it. Boom. You see it right there? That's percussion ring. Or a pulsator. Or a mobile emitter. Or this program needs to be fully disclosed. Or we're all going to get angry, ain't we? They've done fucked around. Do you think it's time for them to find out? They're fucking around right now. Time to find out. Fucking around. It's time to find out. Or have they found out? You suckerfish will do anything for your free loaf of bread and your damn circus. Who's in the Super Bowl? Somebody asked me. I don't know, but I hope it's a big green bud. Was my answer. Who fucking cares? I'm more interested in the commercials. That's sad. I'm not even going to watch it. Yeah, I'm here in England. They ain't got no Super Bowl here. Look at these chem bombs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a big streamer leaving a chem trail. Right? Chemical catalyst leaving a trail in the sky is technically a chemtrail. I don't feel like saying chemical trail every time. I'm going to say chemtrail. I'm going to choose to abbreviate this. If this triggers your back hairs, good. Good. Go melt somewhere else, snowflake. It's probably toxic. Toxic tears over here, over there. Karen's house is getting kim-bam. Whether she's quiet as a mouse. But Karen's never quiet. And Kenny lives next door. He's bitching too. He wants to see the manager. I want to see the manager of this shit. Isn't it time? Yeah, we want to see the manager. I want to see the allergen list. I want to see The due diligence that any water used is sterile and that the tanks are properly disinfected regularly, not spreading salmonella and various other malaises. Legionnaires. Legionnaires, legionnaires. Did you believe that shit was there from your air conditioner? It's all disinfected. Look at the chem bomb over here. A big shit of shitstorms. Yummy bombs. It gets so old to do. My God, that's a fart. Shardy skies, man. How's your weather today? It's a bit shardy. What do you mean? Well, there's a big stream of sickness mix about 500 miles long. Nucleating a whole bunch of microwaves in its path. Oh my God. It's definitely propagating that waveform very well. More bombs going off the backside of this. Keeping it going. And where the two waves meet, there's going to be trouble. Wherever angels go, trouble follows. And girls named Angels are rarely angelic. They're so naughty. Boom, boom, boom. Have it, Byron. You won't let me in your chemtrail group, but you love to share my shit. Bombs. Bombs. Oh, here it is, Byron. Yeah. Bam, 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 but again. Bam, 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 bam over here. Has there been a single spot along the highways here that didn't get taxified by the taxiflyers? I don't see one. Boy, are you in the sights here. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4 bombs over this protected area with beautiful wildlife. Dingoes, man. You got dingoes living out here. You got great white sharks in the water out there where I'm pointing. They munch you quick. Bunch of tourists now at lunch. Yeah, tourists go out here and get stuck. Yep. My God, did they bomb the hell out of your house, my friends? Agnaciously. You didn't get spared either. Look at the whole Great Barrier Reef. Look what they did to her. Like a dragon. The Pendragon Show. What a fucking shame. Boy, did you get chem bombed. Alright, I'm going to go over to the foreskin. I mean, the forecast part of this. Because this is a terrible sell. And there's so much country affected by these chem abominations. Fueling the demise. And giving people the crabs in the creeks. Yeah, there goes the M1. Gotta get that bridge here first, man. That'll really fuck them. Swallow that stream first, man. You're really gonna kill some dreams. And well, the cotton is up there, but the sugar's down here. It is one of the most beautiful smells. And when you come into here in the valley, and when they got the sugar mills running, and it smells just like toffee. I'll never forget it. Yeah, toffee sweet hills of the Golden Triangle, the Golden Syrup Triangle. Boom! Boy, they nucleated it out there. So let's have a look at the forecast for today. I'll go with that one first. Whoa! The David Bowie show is on. Look at all the lightnings. So I'm gonna zoom way back, I think. With the way back. And you could see, oh my fucking God, Robert, you were right, man. There's thousands of miles of storm there. Oh my gosh, Robert, you were right. Figure I'm right one more time. It doesn't make me feel better about it. You were right when you told people. How about that? You guys were right. Right, the funnel's pointed this way. All the moisture's coming here. This is hemming that into that. You guys got big problems along the Tennant Creek corridor today. These are the line-sustaining storms, so they're going to hang out. That's every 3 hours. You're going to cap it. This is the, you're going to cap it. My. Yeah. Kunanura. In the Darwin corridor here. Totally chem bomb fueled. They must have done a beam to fuel this. See it pushing this way? Oh my God, if that comes that direction, man, you are fucked. Because that means this comes in now behind it. Oh man, what a move, huh? Hey, that beam ought to be there. Let me go look. Oh wow, man, I love science and all, but I ain't happy with the way they're using this weather machine. Ah man, you are double fucked, Queensland. Their totals are way too low. They're showing you. Where's the beam? There it is. There it is. It scanned right up the coast here. It cut the river. They changed it direction. Watch the secondary come through here. Who did that one? Hang on, I gotta look back further here. Right. Yeah, that's that same sweep. That must have been powerful beam. And it looks like it's come from out here. Out to sea. Pick it up. No, you got a station here. It's 2 beams. That beam, first beam stepped here. Remodulated it around here. You got a base here. Something military. That's the emanation point. Or we got a crossover. But it's telling me emanation because that one went on by itself. They didn't perfectly match it. Chinese are very good at that too, crossing beams. So they have to have a back door in your computer or somebody's in it. So all that comes your way. That pauses briefly. All this is shifting into Queensland now. See it jumping down, diving. Oh my God, your totals are way too low. Way too fucking low. All right, I'm going to give you real totals here in a minute. Let me continue to run this. They're underestimated this by every bit of 100 to 200 mils. My God. Cover your gardens, protect your cars. If you got nowhere to protect it from stuff, water going up the sides, remember, you could put them up on jacks and put stuff under the wheels. Have big, thick boards. Get out your saw, but protect your car. Right? Do this right. You could save your vehicle. I'm seeing a problem. I seen one guy drive his car up onto his porch at one time. He had to replace part of his porch support later on. But everybody on the street lost their car except him. They put some boards down, drove off at the end. Yep. That's when he fucked his porch up. He hit it too hard. Look at that. Look at Townsville here Friday. You're hitting the coast road while you're traveling. This is travel time on Friday for you when you get up in the morning. Oh, let's head south. Ray, you got some problems on this coastal road for the weekend. And it is going to be problems. I'm going to do quick jumps on that. As the storms start to head south when the spinner comes through, you'll see. It's going to get bad. All right, the main event is going to start further south, right about here. High pressure fully in place underneath. There's nowhere for it to go but over and up. That's going to rock in. There's nowhere for it to go. It'll easily ride along that corridor and actually pick up speed as the closer it gets to this 14 line. The winds that could come on the storms will run opposing to the flow like an eddy. This flows this, it walks up it. Look at the great spot of Jupiter. And you'll see how the clouds run around it in the opposite direction. It helps speed it up. My gosh, look at this. This is your this is when you're in deep shit. This is when I'm very worried about New South Wales and Vic all the way up. My gosh, it's the total setup. This pumping in the cold, this is going to start to shove it. That's going to tend to rock and should stall that. If that comes offshore while that's going on, you're going to spin a cyclone. There's no fucking way it's not. And you know where it's going to spin it? About Rockhampton. Yeah, I'm worried about you guys right up here. Right here. And then what pause? Yeah. Rockhampton. Then that'll stall it. His secondary, it'll do a spit. You know that move where they could do spits down the coast? This is the perfect setup to do 3 spits. So we'll watch it very closely. It's going to spit. My God, that's a Lando cane, man. You guys are deep shit. That's deep shit. And they ain't even marking that as low. Right? But that pressure will be lower. There's some stuff around it. Like the doldrum. So the Brewer Arena. The Brawware Arena. Brawware Arena. I'll come up with something really good. The Weather War Arena radar. Yeah, the weather warfare radar down here is going to fuel your demise. And the whole coastal road again as you head toward the weekend. Wiped out. You guys got big problems. Those totals are wrong. All right, let's have a quick peek at some of the totals they're saying on the 10s. Wrong. My gosh. Fuck. If these things spin, it's gonna gather this. This could force in. Eddie, this tendril's actually being stretched. But there's a cut showing here. And when that cut should gather that, a lot of this moisture out here is going to come after this 10 days. You're fucked. You guys are going to see some ungodly totals. It's already raining heavy over here. So whatever's just fell there now, it's not going to be included in these totals on the 10s. And that's wrong. It's very wrong. Come on, someone show me what I'm seeing in my head. Or I'm just going to tell you. You see this color here? That color should be here. On the 10s. It's not. They've definitely been targeting the Cabochel Bribey Island area. They even succeeded in actually getting enough sand to close the channel. You can walk across it from here. I don't know if you still can, but that's not a short walk, and you can walk there now at low tide. Somebody put a video up of that. Yeah, that's the place where a flying fuck scared the shit out of me. I turned next to me, he was hanging upside down, looking at me like one of the monsters. And he shat myself. The ass crack over here. No rain there, but everywhere. Whose house lives here? Did Bill Gates just buy property? Ain't you be flooding me? I'll scoop up my neighbor's land. Look at this shit hitting the mountain range up here. It's all coming towards your water. All these rivers and stuff. That's why I say you guys are a bit fucked along this corridor here. They want something and they're taking it. They're taking it in the next 10 days. Little totals, big totals. Big trouble? Well, blaming China. China. Remember when they said that Donald Trump ended chemtrails? That was a fucking lie. Whoever said that is a non-good source of information, is a liar. Great. And you get an ion EMF meter that's quite good now. I will be going and checking some of these other things they've seen by the Q spouters about EMF. And I'm going to double check their stuff too. I hope it matches up. Because if it doesn't, oh well. I'm going to have data to show you again that you'll ignore while you say I'm going after somebody being a big C. That's a cunt in the sky right there. They're cunting you. Look, 10 minutes up, 10 minutes up, 10 minutes up. Their time ain't up. It's Donald Trump's head right there. Look, got to comb over. China. Under them chemtrails. They're not healthy. Kofefe. Yeah, go stand in front of that 5G box. Tell me how you feel. You believe it. They got you even 5G activists believing it was about to make 5G healthy for them. You can't fix stupid, man. It's curing itself right now. You don't think it's curing itself? Or go watch a sporting event. You'll see them grab their chests and stupid cure itself right in front of you. As if you do stupid things like your friends do and jump off the bridge, you might find a splat at the bottom. And I ain't. We're still here, motherfuckers. We're still here. We didn't die. And sadly, we've eaten things in our lives. Our blood ain't pure either. But you know what? Pure bloods was what they called the Aryan nations before they kicked a whole bunch of people out of the country and did nefarious things and stole their art and all this stuff. And, well, it's never going to be me. We're not pure bloods, by the way. Don't anybody ever say that shit around me. Ever. I'll correct you quick. The half-blood. If you're going to call people mudbloods, you're going to be a bunch of Malfoy Slytherins running around. Exactly. We are healers. We are kind. We are here to be beautiful. Don't let this journey in life make you less beautiful like the little piglet over here. Little piglet. Yeah, it's the Imaginarium on these low-deck clouds. You guys get chembound bad. Really, really bad. Well, this is kind of showing what... You must have got some big falls last night. Yeah, it's coming, man. You ain't gonna avoid this shit. You ain't avoiding that new bridge. You ain't avoiding that new smart road full of dumbed down people. They'll have a person watching the robot drive the truck. Where if the robot makes a mistake, it's the person's fault. This is how stupid that. And somebody's gonna agree to do it. Okay. They're smart. They'll charge passengers. All right, we'll charge you less for your journey. You sit up here and make sure this don't hit a kangaroo in the middle of nowhere. Or so you can blame human error and create a statistic. I see that as a possibility with some of the robotic things. Especially those ones going along the sidewalks now. And people actually tipping them over and stealing pizzas at him and stuff. You know, the whole what could possibly go wrong in a hungry neighborhood where the pizza goes by. They don't see it. You know what's going to result in that? Remember when a police dog became a person, and if it was chewing you to death and you killed it, and you got charged with murder? Yeah, well, maybe you'll be murderer to pizza one day if you actually tip it over. And you're going to get punished. Destroying and hurting the robot. That'll be 50 credits. And no Facebook memes for you for 3 weeks. You may read them though, but you may not participate. Hey Burke, boy, your town fucked at this crossroads. They come to the crossroad, take your wallet for a ride. The Darling River. My God, what they took. They stole all that water out of there. And made cotton. And put glyphosate on it. It burns people's skin. It's unhealthy, a bad vibration. And one of the older fish in the world. And nearly perished. What a fucking shame. Am I running even? Save your ark. Yeah, now you build your ark right. You can reuse it. What is an ark? It's your awareness of what's going on. It's your readiness for the event. And it's your knowledge of the local area to stay safe. That's your ark. Now, granted, having an R&L lifeboat or something as your house might not be an illogical thing to do. It floats down, up and down, but you'd have to have some kind of barrier to stop all those trees. And while all that hemmed up stuff in these forests from all this runoff, it's not going to it's going to help the fire season. Actually, it's a lot of tree falls. So as they go for a run along this river, who knows what's wanted here. Maybe no road. That looks like a good spot for a road. It's not straight enough. We got to tunnel it. We got to make it faster. We got to be able to go 200 miles an hour from here to here. Why? Fuck if I can figure out what the hell is there to do there. Oh, they get beat by an alligator over here by this bird head looking feature in this river. You're right next to Higgins' testes. Have some balls, Jeffrey. Tell the truth about the chem bombs. They're killing you anyhow. Go off this planet with some dignity. Open up your warnings for free. I'm giving these anyhow, so you might as well. You steal them anyhow, so you can just show it for free. He's like looking at close to a half a meter water sitting off here that's going to impact this fucking area over here in about 13, 14 days. I think it's time for you to say something. Otherwise, you'll say I jumped the gun, which means you had a loaded gun yourself. And you could have fired a warning flare, but you did not. Now they're lying. Here's the stat I have for you guys. But what you got today is going to get distracted. No. Yes. Here's what I have for you guys. I don't care, man. Just open it. Here's what I have for you guys. I'm seeing a slight difference. They're lying to you. But you're getting a belting right now. An absolute belting. So that might be some of the stat going by. I'll have to determine it after it passes. I'll do the math. But it look like a diarrhea stain you're planning just along this one spot. Hey, little shit stained drawer. There's a mountain pass or something here? Yeah. It's a natural place for it to come in. Right there next to that feature that kind of look like one of them old crabs. Yeah, like a horseshoe crab. Over there, Bodacious Desert. That's Bo's Desert, man. Here's your desert, Bo. My gosh, you guys are so fucked. Really, really fucked. Zealand. This is pretty much going to be your main batch for about 10 days. After that, I don't see much more until after the 10s. And you're going to have this tendril to contend with. So we'll keep an eye on it. All the pressures clearly say you're going to have an event to the South Island and North after the 10 because the low is there and it's got to move. That's got a truck. And high pressure is over the entire Indian Ocean because of the block. There is nothing else to this that can do but continue to be the wettest season in the history of recorded Australian geoengineering. Now you hear what I did there? And as I go to the corner, you got bombed. Boom, 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 plum, 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 perf, perf, parked. And it's starting to rotate, so you can expect that to turn into some storminations. Exterminate! Exterminate! Vaxterminate! Yep. You're being exterminated. I'm having a hard time continuing. I'm feeling very low. We'll come back on here a little later tonight. And I'll have another big look at what's going on. And you're going to stay vigilant. If I see any super duper dangerous things, I'm going to let you know. And watch out for the wild weather today. It's very volatile. As volatile as the political situation. Big love, people. Peace.